Welcome to Psych Insight. We're diving deep into the fascinating world of psychology, exploring how it shapes our thoughts, actions, and interactions. In this video, we're focusing on a crucial skill: negotiation. Whether we realize it or not, we negotiate every single day. From simple things like deciding where to eat dinner to complex business deals, negotiation is everywhere. Mastering this skill can significantly improve your personal and professional life. It's about getting what you want while building strong relationships. And who better to guide us than Chris Voss, a former FBI hostage negotiator? His book, Never Split the Difference, offers a practical and insightful approach to negotiation, drawing on his high-stakes experiences. Voss's strategies have proven effective in even the most intense situations, and now we can apply them to our own lives. Get ready to discover the power of tactical empathy, calibrated questions, and the art of uncovering hidden needs. Let's transform the way you negotiate and achieve better outcomes.
Never Split the Difference is not your typical negotiation guide. It goes beyond the usual win-win scenarios and delves into the psychology behind effective communication. Traditional negotiation tactics, often focused on logic and reason, can be ineffective, especially in high-pressure situations. Instead, Voss introduces the concept of tactical empathy. This approach involves understanding your counterpart's emotions and motivations, even if they seem irrational. By actively listening and acknowledging their perspective, you build trust and create a more collaborative environment.
Voss emphasizes the importance of asking the right questions, specifically calibrated questions. These open-ended questions, often starting with what or how, encourage your counterpart to think critically and propose solutions themselves. This not only gives them a sense of control, but also reveals valuable information about their needs and priorities. Throughout the book, Voss shares captivating anecdotes from his time as an FBI hostage negotiator. These real-life examples illustrate the effectiveness of his techniques in even the most challenging circumstances. Have you ever noticed how certain questions make you think more deeply than others? In the realm of negotiation, the words how and what hold immense power. Unlike close-ended questions that elicit a simple yes or no, open-ended questions beginning with these words invite your counterpart to engage their problem-solving skills. For instance, instead of asking, "Do you agree with this proposal?" try asking, "What are your thoughts on this proposal?" The former puts them on the spot, potentially leading to defensiveness. The latter encourages them to articulate their perspective, providing you with valuable insights.
How questions in particular are incredibly effective at shifting the dynamic. They subtly place the onus on your counterpart to come up with solutions. Instead of dictating terms, you're guiding them towards a resolution that works for both parties. Remember, negotiation is not about imposing your will. It's about finding common ground. By using how and what questions, you create a collaborative atmosphere, making your counterpart feel heard and respected.
Section 2. Guiding the conversation. Think of negotiation as a journey, and you are the guide, not the dictator.
Your goal is to steer the conversation towards a mutually beneficial outcome, and calibrated questions are your compass. These carefully crafted questions help you uncover your counterpart's needs, motivations, and potential roadblocks.
For example, instead of saying, "We need a lower price," try asking, "How can we work together to make this price more manageable?" By framing the question in a collaborative way, you invite them to participate in finding a solution.
Calibrated questions also help you uncover hidden information. Instead of accepting a simple no at face value, delve deeper. Ask, what are the main obstacles preventing you from moving forward? This encourages them to elaborate, revealing valuable insights that can help you overcome the impasse.
Remember, the more information you gather, the better equipped you are to navigate the negotiations successfully. Calibrated questions are your tools for uncovering this crucial information. Section 3. Avoiding negotiation pitfalls. Negotiation can be a delicate dance, and certain pitfalls can derail even the most promising discussions.
One common mistake is entering a negotiation with a fixed mindset, clinging rigidly to your initial offer. This leaves little room for flexibility and can lead to deadlock.
Another pitfall is neglecting to understand your counterpart's perspective. If you're only focused on your own needs and goals, you miss opportunities to find mutually beneficial solutions. Remember, empathy is not about agreeing with their viewpoint, it's about understanding it.
Assumptions are also dangerous in negotiation. Don't assume you know what your counterpart wants or what their motivations are. Instead, ask questions, listen actively, and be open to adjusting your approach based on the information you gather.
By being aware of these pitfalls and actively working to avoid them, you create a more conducive environment for productive negotiation. Flexibility, empathy, and a willingness to listen are your allies in this process. Section 4. The importance of emotional control. Negotiation can be emotionally charged, especially when dealing with high stakes or conflicting interests. However, letting your emotions dictate your actions can sabotage your efforts.
Chris Voss emphasizes the importance of emotional control as a cornerstone of effective negotiation. When you remain calm and composed, you're able to think clearly and strategically. You're less likely to make rash decisions or say something you'll regret later. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions entirely. It's about channeling them constructively.
One of Voss's key strategies is using tactical empathy to de-escalate tense situations. By acknowledging your counterpart's emotions, even if they're negative, you validate their feelings and create space for dialogue. This can be as simple as saying, "I understand you're frustrated, and I want to find a solution that works for both of us."
Remember, negotiation is a marathon, not a sprint. By maintaining emotional control, you conserve your energy, stay focused on your goals, and increase your chances of achieving a successful outcome.
In the high-stakes game of negotiation, securing a yes is only half the battle. The real victory lies in ensuring those agreements translate into concrete action. This is where the strategic use of how questions proves invaluable.
Remember how questions gently nudge your counterpart into a problem-solving mindset. When you ask, "How will we implement this solution?" or "How do we ensure everyone is on board with this decision?" you're not just seeking information, you're subtly holding them accountable for their commitments.
By framing questions in this way, you shift the focus from abstract promises to tangible steps. This forces your counterpart to think through the logistics of implementation, making it more likely they'll follow through on their word. Moreover, how questions can uncover potential obstacles early on. If they struggle to answer how they'll overcome a specific challenge, it's a clear signal to address it before it derails the entire agreement. Remember, a well-executed agreement is worth far more than an empty promise. Negotiation isn't always a straightforward exchange of information. Sometimes you're dealing with individuals who are less than truthful. Chris Voss, with his experience in hostage negotiations, knows this all too well. Never split the difference arms you with the tools to detect deception and navigate these murky waters.
One of Voss's key insights is the 738-55 rule. This rule states that only 7% of communication is conveyed through words, while 38% comes from tone of voice and a staggering 55% from body language. Pay close attention to inconsistencies between these channels.
If someone's words say yes, but their tone is hesitant or their body language screams discomfort, it's a red flag. Similarly, be wary of individuals who use an excessive amount of jargon or technical terms. They could be attempting to obfuscate the truth or conceal their lack of knowledge. Remember, mastering the art of deception detection requires honing your observation skills and trusting your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Encountering an aggressive negotiator can be intimidating. Their forceful demeanor and relentless pressure tactics can throw you off balance. However, never split the difference teaches you how to remain calm, composed, and even turn their aggression to your advantage.
One effective strategy is mirroring. This technique involves repeating the last three words or the most important part of your counterpart's statement. This demonstrates active listening and encourages them to elaborate, often diffusing their anger.
Another powerful tool is the calibrated question. When faced with an aggressive demand, respond with a calm, "How am I supposed to do that?" This question forces them to justify their position and often exposes the unreasonableness of their request. Remember, aggression often stems from insecurity or a desire for control. By remaining calm, asking strategic questions, and refusing to be bullied, you take back the power and create space for a more productive dialogue. Section 4. The Rule of Three and Avoiding Counterfeit Yeses. In the world of negotiation, not all yeses are created equal.
A counterfeit yes is a deceptive agreement, often given to appease you in the moment but with no real intention of follow-through.
Chris Voss introduces the Rule of Three as a powerful antidote to this common pitfall. The Rule of Three involves securing confirmation of your counterpart's agreement 3 times during the negotiation.
This doesn't mean asking the same question repeatedly. It's about seeking confirmation through different avenues.
For instance, you might get verbal confirmation, followed by a summary of the agreement in writing, and finally, a request for them to reiterate the key points.
This multi-pronged approach makes it much harder for them to backpedal later on. It also ensures that everyone is on the same page, minimizing the risk of misunderstandings or misinterpretations down the line.
Remember, a genuine yes is built on a foundation of clarity, commitment, and mutual understanding. Navigating the landscape of negotiating styles. Imagine stepping into a negotiation only to realize the person across the table speaks a different language of behavior and approach.
This is the challenge of navigating different negotiating styles. Recognizing these styles helps tailor your approach for optimal outcomes.
3 primary styles: accommodators, assertive types, and analysts. Each style has its own strengths, weaknesses, and patterns.
Accommodators prioritize harmony and relationships. Assertive types are driven by results and efficiency. Analysts value data, logic, and minimizing risks.
Understanding these styles is about adapting your communication and strategy. It's about building rapport and guiding towards a mutually beneficial agreement. Section 2. The methodical analyst, driven by data and logic. Analysts approach negotiation like a game of chess, carefully planning their moves.
They thrive on data, logic, and minimizing risks, speak their language, facts, figures, and well-reasoned arguments.
Don't expect emotional appeals to sway an analyst. Come armed with solid data and research.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin. And I know it's
Section 3. The accommodating negotiator seeking harmony and collaboration.
Accommodating negotiators are the diplomats of the negotiation world. They prioritize building strong relationships and maintaining a harmonious atmosphere. They're often described as friendly, empathetic, and genuinely invested in finding solutions that work for everyone involved.
When negotiating with an accommodator, it's crucial to reciprocate their collaborative spirit. Avoid coming across as overly aggressive or demanding, as this will likely make them withdraw or become defensive. Instead, emphasize shared goals, common ground, and the mutual benefits of reaching an agreement.
Take the time to build rapport and establish a personal connection. Accommodators value open communication and appreciate negotiators who are willing to listen attentively and validate their perspectives. Don't underestimate the power of small talk and genuine gestures of goodwill.
Remember, accommodators are motivated by a desire for win-win outcomes and preserving relationships. By fostering a collaborative atmosphere, actively listening to their concerns, and demonstrating a willingness to find mutually beneficial solutions, you can create a positive and productive negotiation experience. Section 4, the assertive closer, focused on results and efficiency.
Assertive negotiators are the go-getters of the negotiation world. They're driven, results-oriented, and highly efficient in their approach. They know what they want and aren't afraid to go after it. While their direct communication style can be perceived as intimidating, Understanding their motivations is key to navigating these interactions successfully.
When dealing with an assertive negotiator, it's crucial to stand your ground and remain confident in your position. Avoid being steamrolled by their assertive demeanor or pressured into making concessions prematurely. Clearly articulate your non-negotiables and be prepared to back up your claims with well-reasoned arguments.
Assertive negotiators respect those who are well-prepared and direct in their communication. Don't be afraid to counter their proposals with alternative solutions, but ensure your suggestions are well thought out and presented confidently.
Remember, assertive negotiators are motivated by efficiency and achieving tangible results. By being prepared, standing your ground, and focusing on mutually beneficial outcomes, you can navigate their assertive style while still advocating for your interests effectively. Embracing the unexpected, the Black Swan theory?
Imagine a world where everything unfolded exactly as predicted. This is not the world we live in. Enter the Black Swan, a concept popularized by Nassim Taleb.
Black Swan events are unpredictable occurrences that reshape the course of events. Think the fall of the Berlin Wall or the rise of the Internet.
In negotiation, Black Swans are game-changing pieces of information. They are hidden opportunities that can transform a negotiation.
The key is to embrace uncertainty and seek out hidden pieces of the puzzle. The Black Swan is about being prepared to adapt and thrive in a world of the unexpected. Section 2. Leverage, the game changer in negotiation.
Leverage is your ace in the hole, the force multiplier that can shift the balance of power. It's the ability to influence the situation and shape the terms of the agreement.
I identify 3 types of leverage: positive, negative, and normative.
Positive leverage is the power of reward, offering something your counterpart desires. Negative leverage is the power of consequence, making your counterpart feel the sting of a missed opportunity. Normative leverage taps into your counterpart's values and beliefs. Section 3. Uncovering Black Swans, where hidden opportunities reside. Black swans, by their very nature, are elusive creatures, rarely announcing their arrival with fanfare.
However, in the world of negotiation, there are certain hunting grounds where these game-changing insights are more likely to be found. One such hunting ground is your counterpart's religion, their deeply held beliefs, values, and assumptions about the world.
These beliefs shape their perception of the negotiation, influence their priorities, and often reveal hidden needs and motivations. Another fertile ground for uncovering black swans is face-to-face interaction. While technology has undoubtedly transformed the way we communicate, there's no substitute for the richness of in-person engagement.
Body language, tone of voice, and subtle cues often reveal far more than words ever can, providing invaluable insights into your counterpart's true thoughts and feelings. Finally, don't underestimate the power of shared experiences and common ground.
Finding points of connection, whether it's a shared passion, a similar background, or simply a good laugh, can break down barriers, build rapport, and open up unexpected avenues for collaboration. Section 4. Mastering the art of leverage: positive, negative, and normative. Leverage, like any powerful tool, requires skillful handling.
Positive leverage creates a virtuous cycle of collaboration and mutual benefit. Negative leverage must be used with caution. Threats can escalate a negotiation into a battle of wills.
Normative leverage highlights discrepancies and appeals to fairness. Effective negotiators use all three types of leverage, adapting to context and dynamics. Mastering negotiation: a journey of continuous growth. Concluding our exploration of Chris Voss's Never Split the Difference, mastering negotiation is a continuous journey of self-discovery and skill development. The principles we've uncovered are powerful tools for building bridges and fostering collaboration. By embracing tactical empathy, we understand the needs and motivations of others. Through calibrated questions, we transform confrontations into collaborative problem-solving. Recognizing the power of black swans, we remain agile and adaptable. Every interaction presents an opportunity to hone our negotiation skills. Section 2. Unlock your potential. Embrace the power of negotiation. Negotiation is not just for high-powered executives or seasoned diplomats. It's an essential life skill that empowers us to navigate the complexities of human relationships, achieve our goals, and create a more fulfilling and prosperous life. Whether you're negotiating a salary raise, resolving a conflict with a loved one, or simply deciding where to go for dinner, the principles outlined in Never Split the Difference can make a profound difference in your ability to communicate effectively, build consensus, and achieve outcomes that work for everyone involved. Embrace the power of how and what questions, those subtle yet powerful tools that unlock creativity, encourage collaboration, and gently guide your counterpart towards a shared understanding. Sharpen your emotional intelligence, recognizing that beneath every negotiation lies a tapestry of emotions, motivations, and unspoken needs. And above all, remember that negotiation is not about winning or losing. It's about finding common ground, building mutually beneficial relationships, and creating a world where collaboration, not conflict, paves the path towards a brighter future.